Welcome back, fellow travelers. Today, we're diving into the Maldives, the dream destination we all see on Instagram. For years, I thought the Maldives was only for the rich, but I'm here to show you how it's possible for regular Filipinos. We'll break down the real costs, share tips for affordable stays, and explore the local side of this paradise. This isn't just a highlight reel, it's your practical guide to making the Maldives a reality. Ready to see if this dream trip is within reach? Let's get started. Pack your virtual bags. Our Maldivian adventure begins now. Most people think the Maldives is only for the wealthy, but I'm here to challenge that. I'll show you how I explored the Maldives on a budget, from flights to food to unforgettable activities. We'll compare resort islands with local islands and see how you can experience paradise without breaking the bank. With the right info and a little planning, let's dive into the details and start planning your trip. So, where is the Maldives? It's a tropical nation in the Indian Ocean, just southwest of Sri Lanka and India. Picture over 1,000 coral islands grouped into 26 atolls, tiny emerald dots surrounded by turquoise water. The main airport is in Male, the capital, and from there your island adventure begins. Most travelers pick one or two islands to explore, each offering stunning beaches and vibrant marine life. The Maldives is more than 99% water, a true ocean paradise. Understanding its geography helps you appreciate why it's so unique. Let's discover what makes this place truly special. Now let's talk about the islands themselves. The Maldives is famous for its one island, one resort concept. Luxury, privacy islands offer affordable guest houses and a real taste of Maldivian life. Islands like Mafushi and Thulustu are perfect for budget travelers. On local islands, you'll meet locals, eat at small cafes, and experience authentic culture. For most of us, local islands are the way to go. Same beauty, more adventure, less cost. The Maldives is an Islamic nation, and pork aren't available on local islands, but you'll enjoy fresh juices and delicious seafood. Village life offers a peaceful, authentic vibe. The locals are warm and welcoming, making you feel like a guest, not just a tourist. Embracing this lifestyle was a highlight of my trip. Let's explore the heart and soul of the Maldives together. Talk flights. There are no direct flights from the Philippines to the Maldives, so expect at least one layover, usually in Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, or Doha. Budget airlines like Cebu Pacific and AirAsia can get you there affordably, often connecting through Southeast Asia. Compare airlines for the best deals and consider layovers as part of the adventure. Some airports are attractions themselves. Once you land at Males Villana International Airport, your island journey begins. Booking your flight is the first step to making this dream real. Let's get you to paradise. How much does it actually cost to fly to the Maldives? This is where smart planning can save you a lot of money. The price of a round-trip ticket from the Philippines to Male can vary quite a bit. On average, you can expect to pay anywhere from 25,000 to 40,000 pesos. This price range depends a lot on several things, like the airline you pick, how early you book, and the time of year you plan to travel. For my own trip, I managed to book my round-trip tickets for around 29,000 pesos, which I felt was a really great deal for such a dream place. The absolute best way to get a lower price is to look out for seat sales and special deals. This is a classic tip for any Filipino traveler, and it works just as well for the Maldives. Airlines like Cebu Pacific and AirAsia are known for their very cheap fares and seasonal promotions. I highly recommend signing up for their emails, following them on social media, and being flexible with your travel dates. Sometimes, moving your trip by just a week or two can save you a lot. When a sale pops up, you have to be ready to book it right away, as the best deals get taken very quickly. Another important thing is the season. The Maldives has a busy season and a slow season. The busy season, which is also the dry season, is from December to April. This is when the weather is best, but it is also when flights and places to stay are most expensive. The slow season, or wet season, is from May to October. During these months, you might get some rain showers, but the prices for flights and hotels can be much lower. Traveling during this in-between or slow season is a great plan for travelers on a budget. The rain showers are often short, and you will still get plenty of sunshine to enjoy the beautiful beaches. My final tip is to book your flights at least 2 to 3 months early, especially if you have set travel dates. Last-minute bookings are almost always more expensive. Use flight comparison websites like Skyscanner or Google Flights to watch prices and set up alerts. These tools can tell you when the price for your chosen trip goes down. With a bit of patience, flexibility, and smart planning, getting a good-priced flight to the Maldives is totally possible. That 29,000 peso ticket I got wasn't just pure luck. It was because I did careful research and waited for the right time to book. You can do it too. Alright, so you have booked your flight and you are officially on your way to the Maldives. The next big decision, and maybe honestly, the most important one for your budget and overall experience, is choosing where to stay. This is where the Maldives truly splits into two completely different worlds. You have the glamorous, high-end private resort islands on one side, and the charming, budget-friendly local islands on the other. Will shape every aspect of your Maldivian adventure, from the food you eat to the people you meet. The first option is what most people picture when they think of the Maldives, the private resort islands. These are the epitome of luxury and exclusivity. Each of these islands is home to a single resort, creating a secluded and controlled environment for guests. This is where you will find those iconic overwater villas with glass floors, private infinity pools, and personal butlers. These resorts offer a curated, all-inclusive experience where every need is catered to. However, this level of luxury comes with a very high price tag. We are talking about rates that can easily start from 20,000 pesos and go up to an eye-watering 100,000 pesos or even more for a single night. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the local islands. This is the game changer for Filipino budget travelers like us. These are the inhabited islands where the Maldivian people live their daily lives. In recent years, these islands have opened up to tourism, allowing locals to run their own guest houses and small hotels. This offers a much more affordable and authentic way to experience the country's beauty. On islands like Mafushi, Thulusdu, or Yukulas, you can find comfortable and clean accommodation for a fraction of the cost of a resort. Your first major decision is to weigh what matters most to you. Are you looking for ultimate privacy, pampering, and indulgence for a special occasion like a honeymoon, and have the budget for it? If so, a resort island might be your dream come true. Or are you a curious adventurer who wants to experience the real culture, interact with locals, and see the same beautiful beaches without spending a fortune? If that sounds more like you, then a local island is the perfect choice. Let's dive deeper into what you can expect from each of these unique experiences so you can make the best decision for your resort islands. There is no denying their incredible appeal. The one island, one resort concept means that when you are on that island, you are in a perfectly manicured paradise. Everything is designed for maximum comfort, relaxation, and visual pleasure. The beaches are pristine, the gardens are immaculate, and the service is world-class. If you are looking for a true escape from the world where you do not have to think about a single thing, this is it. It is an experience designed to make you feel like royalty from the moment you step off the seaplane or speedboat. The main draw of these resorts is, of course, the accommodation itself. The overwater villa is the ultimate symbol of Maldivian luxury. Imagine waking up to the sound of gentle waves beneath your floor, opening your curtains to an unobstructed view of the turquoise ocean, and stepping directly from your private deck into the warm lagoon for a swim. Many villas even come with their own private plunge pools. Beyond the villas, these resorts offer multiple fine dining restaurants, spas offering massages over the water, and a wide array of exclusive activities like private yacht trips and underwater dining. However, this unparalleled luxury comes at a significant cost. A single night in a basic room on a resort island can start at around 20,000 pesos, but for an overwater villa, you should expect to pay anywhere from 50,000 to over 100,000 pesos per night. On top of the room rate, you also have to factor in the all priced at a premium. Even the speedboat or seaplane transfer from Mail Airport to the resort can cost hundreds of dollars. It is an all-encompassing luxury experience that is truly a once-in-a-lifetime splurge for most people. While a resort stay was not part of my budget for this particular trip, it is important to understand what this option offers. If you have saved up for that one big dream vacation, it can be an unforgettable experience. The privacy and seclusion are unmatched, and you will have access to amenities that are simply not available on local islands, such as alcohol and private, unrestricted beaches. It represents one side of the Maldivian coin, the side that is pure, unadulterated indulgence. But for our journey, we are flipping that coin over to explore the more accessible and equally beautiful alternative, a local island. This is the secret to unlocking the Maldives on a budget. And honestly, it was an experience I would not trade for anything. I chose to stay on Mafushi, one of the most popular and well-developed local islands for tourists. Instead of a massive impersonal resort, the island is filled with small family-run guest houses and boutique hotels. The vibe is completely different. It is friendly, down-to-earth, and incredibly welcoming. You are not just a room number, you are a guest in their community, and you can feel that warmth everywhere you go. The cost difference is simply staggering. For my accommodation on Mafushi, I booked a lovely room with a sea view for only 2,800 pesos per night, and that price even included free breakfast every morning. Let that sink in for a moment. Instead of spending tens of thousands of pesos for one night, I was able to stay for multiple nights for less than the price of a single dinner at some resorts. These guest houses are not shabby either. My room was clean, modern, and comfortable, with all the essentials like strong air conditioning, free Wi-Fi, and an ensuite bathroom. It was everything I needed for a perfect home base to explore from. Choosing a local island meant I got to experience the real Maldives. I walked through the village streets, saw children playing football, and waved to the local women chatting on their doorsteps. I ate at small cafes run by local families. Immersion was priceless. Get to see how life is truly lived in this island nation, which is something you completely miss when you are isolated on a private resort. Of course, the best part is that you still get access to the same breathtaking natural beauty. Mafushi has its own beautiful bikini beach, where tourists can sunbathe and swim in the crystal-clear turquoise water. From the island, you can book the exact same excursions offered at the resort: snorkeling trips, dolphin watching tours, sandbank visits, and even day trips to the luxury resorts, but at a much, much lower price. By staying on a local island, I felt like I got the best of both worlds: an affordable and culturally rich home base, with full access to the paradise-like activities the Maldives is famous for. It is proof that you do not need a fortune to experience this magic. The airport is on its own island, so you will need to take a boat to get to your final destination, whether it's a fancy resort or a charming local island. This is your first real taste of island life, where the ocean is the main highway. Your two primary choices for this transfer are the public ferry and the shared speedboat. Understanding the difference between these two is key to starting your trip smoothly and staying on budget. It's an important part of your travel plan that you need to figure out before you arrive. First, let's talk about the speedboat. This is the most common and convenient option for most travelers, especially those staying on local islands like Mafushi. These are modern, comfortable boats that zip across the water, getting you to your island quickly. A speedboat ride from Male to Mafushi, for example, takes only about 30 to 45 minutes. The cost for a one-way trip is usually between 700 to 1,500 pesos. You can and should book this in advance through your guest house. They will coordinate the schedule for you, and a representative will often meet you at the airport arrivals area, making the whole process incredibly easy and stress-free. On the other hand, if you are a true budget warrior and want the most affordable option, there is the public ferry. This is the locals' choice for transportation between islands. The public ferry is significantly slower, taking around 1.5 to 2 hours for the same journey from Male to Mafushi.